and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking and the interest that you guys have expressed in this particular topic of digital marketing. My name is Miss Kanyi and I am a digital professional, so I would want to take you on a journey of digital entrepreneurship through optimization and monetization of the digital platform. So come with me on this journey by ensuring that you're part of the family that is interested to learn. Please subscribe to this channel, show it some love by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. So today I would like to talk about the fundamentals of digital marketing, and this primarily is the basic foundation of this particular topic that I want to start addressing. And it's important to just know what is digital marketing and what are the possible careers that I can actually pursue in this particular field. So unlike in the past years where people or even businesses used to ask, what is digital marketing and why should I even bother pursuing digital marketing as a form of generating business? So we start with the very, very basic. What is digital marketing? In this day and age, I'm sure most of you obviously know. The definition is quite simple and straightforward, as the name suggests. This is basically the use of online channels or mediums to market products or services in order to boost your customer reach. Why I use the term boost is because there are other forms of marketing like BTL and ATL. BTL is below the line, while ATL is above the line. And BTL is primarily the activations that you do on ground, like the door-to-door activations and print. ATL is like radio and TV. So these are also forms that we consider in marketing to be able to reach your clients, but digital is just one of the very effective ways that has been proven to boost that. Hence why I say it is one of the channels that people use or businesses to boost. Not the only primary channel, but it is one of the main. Second question after knowing what is digital marketing is, why is it important? The benefits that businesses have come to appreciate over the years for using digital as a way of marketing, it's definitely these three. Number one, it's focused and targeted. By this, I mean you're able to actually categorize the kind of audiences you want to promote your business to or you want to sell and communicate to. Number two, it has a higher ROI. And by this, I mean that when you invest, you're more likely to really meet your objectives in terms of the KPIs that you set towards a certain campaign, for instance. And in terms of return for your investment, if you had, for example, put out a campaign that you want leads from, you can actually set a leads generation campaign. And that in itself guarantees you the return on investment because you're actually going to get the leads or engagements that you wanted from digital optimization. Number three, cost effective, obviously. There's a very thin line in this statement because you can actually decide to plan your campaign with a certain amount of budget that might actually coincide with the kind of budget that you would have spent on ATL or BTL. And this is testament to most businesses because they have been able to save quite a lot, or much as you might use a certain budget, you're able to actually account for it and get a wider customer base as opposed to what you would do on maybe say print, and not many people would buy newspapers to actually get the kind of communication that you want to put out. You might actually consider a very small budget that works for a longer period of time. So this is why I say it's cost effective, as opposed to, for example, TV that you pay a fixed amount to and runs for a fixed time. So with digital, you can actually spread out that budget to work for you in the long haul. The number three question that is inevitable for us to address is the types or methods of digital marketing. And this also addresses the types of careers that you can actually pursue in this space. And I'll start with my favorite, content marketing. So you have definitely heard of people terming themselves as digital creators or content creators. And this primarily is just that. The fact that they create content that is targeted for the digital platforms or for digital consumption or use. And there are various kinds of content marketing where you can be an article writer for websites or social media content for businesses or individual platforms. In this case, I mean, like, for example, I have worked with influencers before who have wanted me to manage their social media, and I've actually curated content in form of writing and creative for their personal pages. Another form of content curation is audiovisual. This could be voiceovers, for example, or video content that you can actually publish on particular digital platforms, including TV as well. So this is a form of content marketing that we also use on the digital platform, and they can also be used definitely combined, like what I'm doing here is both audio and visual inevitably. And so this is also a form of content marketing that you can actually pursue. Another form of content marketing is search engine optimization, what we call SEO. And this is where most businesses will focus the bulk of their revenue on. Search engine optimization really means that you are using the right keywords, the right key phrases, the right alt text for your video or photos on websites, for instance. And this is mostly back end. There's the technical and the non-technical aspect of search engine optimization. I'll for sure have to do a separate video for each of these types of content marketing to be more elaborative, but in the meantime, feel free to just jump on Google before I do the next video, where I'll actually be going into the nitty-gritties of each of these types of content marketing. The other form is social media marketing. Social media marketing is the actual management of online platforms, the Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Pinterest, etc., including YouTube as well, much as it's a Google platform. And this is by far what I would say, in my opinion, is the easiest form of digital marketing, because once you have, for example, a content curator for you, you have someone who is doing search engine optimization, your work is to primarily manage the social platforms. By this I mean getting the right content on the right platforms, doing moderation or what we call community management, and this is just the social PR that we do online. So responding to queries, DMs, and comments on your particular posts, responding to inquiries, driving people to do an action, etc. And it's inevitable for most of us to just have the basics of social media marketing, because then even if you get a resource, you understand the logistics involved. Also in social media marketing is where the strategy falls in, and that's where I am particularly focused on. Much as, yes, I'm conversant with the rest of the digital marketing aspects, I am primarily a digital marketing strategist. So to be considered, or at least be confident in the space of social media marketing, some of the skills that you need are strategy. You need to be digital savvy of the trends and how specific platforms work. You also need to be very strategic. You need to be at least creative, if not very, because then even when you come to content marketing, or if you are working with a team, then you need to understand product or service will sit in the consumer's feed for them to be able to interact effectively with it and for the business to see results. So creativity is inevitable. Additionally, you have to do your research. I usually say you cannot communicate what you don't know. So you have to keep up with the trends, what's happening with businesses, and this is global. It's not just within the field or region that you're in. It has to be, you have to have a global perspective of the industry that you play in. Another key element in social media marketing is that you need tools to actually effect your communication, and these tools help you manage the social media, like I said, in terms of moderation. Sometimes it's at night and you needed a communication pushed out. You can simply schedule a content based on that particular time, and you can also interact with different platforms from one particular portal, and this range from Hootsuite, Buffer, Social Sprout, etc. There are quite a number out there in the market. I'll also do a video around the social media tools and the effectiveness and the difference in each, so that maybe you can have perspective on which one works for you best. So do also check them out on Google. So assuming you have some form of communication that you want to send to a number of people within an organization, for instance, another form of digital marketing is email marketing. So this is where you have a bulk database with contacts, and these are primarily emails that you then issue out communication, be it newsletters, be it creative communication. It could also be video communication that you want to send out, especially if you're, for example, in the entertainment space. So email marketing is one independent form of digital marketing, and there are companies that actually hire resources to specifically do email marketing. And the main tool that supports with this particular form of marketing is MailChimp, which I use. And again, subscribe to this channel because I'll be issuing out communication on the specific forms of content marketing individually, so that we can go in depth in how each of them work. But you can be sure that email marketing is a very effective way, because once you have a subscribers list, you're able to communicate. It's a form of a community that you form, and then you're able to actually target your communication just before I finish on email marketing, why I particularly love it is because you are able to segment your audience to collect subscriptions, for instance, to these particular categories or groups. Last but not least, another form of digital marketing is media buying. If you're asking yourself, if I learn digital marketing, where can I play, or do I have to actually do the whole thing? No, you don't have to be overwhelmed to do everything, but it's important that you learn the basics of each. So media buying is where you get to use money to, like I said, promote your product or buy media space. One of the areas that we do media buying from is the Google Display Networks, and you have definitely seen Google ad banners in different formats that are run on different websites. When you visit a website and you're scrolling, you've definitely seen a promotion, which we call the banners, and they can be in landscape, portrait, or different formats. So that is a business that actually bought media space on Google to be displayed on different platforms. And you can also buy media space on Facebook and Instagram, where you do promotion and do targeted marketing. For effective media buying, you inevitably have to understand your SEO. And that's why I said, much as you might want to be particular in one area of service, you need to be equipped with the very basics, at least, of all the digital marketing methods. Because then with media buying, you have to understand the search engine optimization know-how to be able to have effective conversions. I'll also be focusing on specific methods of digital marketing on their independent videos so that we can go into the nitty-gritties of what each entails. But ideally, this was just a framework to give you an idea of the different forms of marketing and which one you can start thinking about choosing if you want to get into the space of digital marketing as a career. Some of these jobs are very high paying. It depends on where you choose to be placed. It could be in-house, freelance, or agency. I have done all. I'm currently a freelance consultant in the area of digital marketing, specifically on social media marketing and digital strategy. I've also been in the agency for a minute. So just to wrap up, we have talked about content marketing as one form of digital marketing. We have talked about social media marketing, search engine optimization, and media buying. So there are definitely other spaces that people decide to play in when they pursue digital marketing as a career, but these are the main four that I have actually practiced. And in my channel, I'll be focusing on expertise that I have so that I'm giving you credible information. If you're curious and want to find out what salary range are within the different scopes of marketing that I have just outlined, check out glassdoor.com. I believe you can be able to filter according to region and the specific industry. If this video was helpful, please show some love by giving it a thumbs up and sharing with your network so that we can be able to continue growing the channel and growing knowledge as we learn and earn. So subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you on other forms of digital marketing that you perhaps know or would want me to talk about. And see you on the next video. Peace out.